Mr. Vice President, Chairperson and members of the Council of State, Chief of Staff of the Office of the President, Senior Minister, Minister for Regional Reorganization and Development, Minister for Chieftaincy Affairs, the Northern Regional Minister and his deputy, Minority Leader in Parliament and members of Parliament, Chairperson and members of the Brobe Commission, the Overlord of Mamprugo, the Nairi, Na Bohugo, Mahami Abdullahi Sheriga, traditional rulers, elders and members of the delegation from the Northeast region, fellow Ghanaians, ladies and gentlemen, Niti Wuntanga. I welcome all of you warmly to Jubilee House, the seat of our nation's presidency. I do so with considerable pleasure because we have written some Ghanaian history. For the first time in the era of the Fourth Republic, the provisions of the Constitution of the Republic that relate to the creation of regions have been invoked and successfully implemented. The clamor for the reorganization of administrative regions in our country has long historical antecedents. Indeed, in the course of the 2016 campaign, my party, the New Patriotic Party, now the ruling party, pledged to facilitate the creation of 4 regions from the Western, Brong-Ahafo, Northern, and Volta regions. This was because the demands for reorganization were particularly strong from these regions. A few months after my assumption of office, I received a petition from the chiefs and people of Mamprugu, led by the overlord of Mamprugu, the Nairi, Na Bohugu Mahami Abdullahi Shariga, for the creation of a proposed Northeast region. I was told in the petition that the demand for the creation of this region dated back to 1996, some 23 years ago, with several petitions made to successive governments to no avail. Pursuant to the dictates of the Constitution of the Republic in Article 5(2)(a), I referred this petition to the Council of State for its advice on 26 June 2017. And on 15 August 2017, the Council advised that a commission of inquiry be established to determine whether or not there was a need and substantial demand for the creation of the Northeast region. Led by an eminent jurist, the retired Justice of the Supreme Court, Mr. Justice S.A. Brobe, the 9-member Commission of Inquiry, over a 2-week period, interacted with chiefs and people of the proposed Northeast region and ascertained, indeed, that there was a need and substantial demand for the creation of the region. I was pleasantly struck by the several occasions in the course of those proceedings when important personalities from different political persuasions saw common ground on the need to create new regions. It was clear that the process was demand-driven and reflective of the will of the people as the Constitution so intended. When the final hurdle for the creation of the region had to be cleared, i.e. 50% of the registered voters turning out to vote in the referendum, and of the votes cast, at least 80% casting in favor of the creation of the region, 99.8% out of the 80.3% of the electorate who turned out to vote in Yagaba, Walewale, Zambaga, Bunkrugu, and Chereponi voted yes. I'm sure you are aware that of all the regions that voted on Thursday, 27th December 2018, Northeast region recorded the highest yes vote. Congratulations to you on this feat. The Northeast is the breadbasket of the northern region and one of the biggest suppliers of food to the entire country. And it is only appropriate that we help facilitate its rapid development. In order to maintain the momentum of the success of the popular demand for the creation of the 6 regions, I constituted, within 1 week of the declaration of the results of the referendum, a government committee to plan and oversee the rapid development of the new regions. Its membership is composed of 7 persons, namely the dynamic and sagacious Minister for Regional Reorganization and Development, the Honorable Dan Boche, MP, who is the chairperson of the committee, the Minister for Planning, Honorable Jan Balfour, Member of Parliament, the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, the Honorable Alima Mahama, Member of Parliament, the Minister for Special Development Initiatives, the Honorable Mavis Hawa Kumson, Member of Parliament, the Minister for Finance, Ken Ufuriata, the Minister for National Security, Albert Kendapa, and the Presidential Advisor, Dr. Kwame Amwaku-Tufo. The committee's terms of reference are to plan the immediate, short, medium, and long-term development of the 6 new regions, recommend to the President the choice of the regional capitals of the new regions, and C, oversee with the consent of the President the implementation of the plan set out in paragraph A. Already, as contained in the President's 2019 budget, a seed capital of 20 million cedis has been allocated for each region to aid in its smooth takeoff. Government will make sure that the desire for growth and progress, which was the underlying reason for the vote for the creation of the Northeast region, is met. There are 2 matters I have to address before I bring this brief statement to an end. Firstly, I've charged the hard-working Minister for the Northern Region, Honorable Salifu Said, to act as caretaker minister for the Northeast region until a substantive minister is appointed. Secondly, Naraligo has been chosen as the capital of the Northeast region. I want to assure residents of the region, however, that government projects and structures will be equitably spread across the region. Let us work hard together, and I'm confident that with dedication and commitment, the Northeast region will develop and touch the lives of every resident and help us to build the great nation of Ghana we all desire. Let us be up and doing, for our destiny beckons. Accordingly, Mr. Vice President, Naidi, ladies and gentlemen, I will now present to the head of the delegation the constitutional instrument CI 116, giving effect to the results of the referendum of 27 December 2018, as certified by the Electoral Commission in Gazette number 12 of 2019, and thereby creating the Northeast region, and signed the instrument of attestation to these facts. May God bless the Northeast region and us all, and may God bless our homeland Ghana and make her great and strong. I thank you for your attention.